Hi, everybody, and welcome to Clicked, where we sit down with some of Deltek's best and brightest SDRs and find out what makes them so successful. Today, I am joined by Liam Darrow, who is one of our SDRs on the AEC team. Liam is a quota crusher. Last month, he obtained 110% to KPIs and 155% to SAOs. Not only that, but he was our reigning champ of March Madness. Congrats again, Liam. How are you?
I'm doing great, Holly. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for joining us today. So let's just jump right in. Tell me exactly who is Liam and how did you end up at Deltek?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I graduated from Portland State University back in 2019, and I came straight into Deltek, and I actually ran into Deltek at a career fair. At the time, being in my senior year, I tried to visit as many career fairs as possible, and so I visited a lot of booths over 6 months, and I ran into Deltek at the last one that I actually attended, and really it stood out to me mostly because of the culture fit that Deltek had. Going and looking at sales careers and the possibilities out there, there's a lot of differences between companies, and Deltek really shone through not only their investment in sales and the culture that we have here at Deltek, but their investment specifically in the SDR program, really of what an introduction to sales would be like. And so I really connected with them on a personal level, on a company level. And so I just knew that this is the best place for me to go to start my sales career.
Yeah, that's awesome. You found your first home. So last month you were the March Madness champ. Tell me, what made you so successful in that competition?
Yeah, Holly. So last month it was great working with all my peers across the nation, being able to connect with them on a day-to-day basis, waiting to hear the point results from the day beforehand. But really where I feel like I found my stride is looking at my day-to-day activities, just controlling what I could on a day-to-day basis and how that affected my next day. And so all I tried to do was really just improve myself just a little bit each day. And that just added up over time, whether it's a few more people I pull into prospecting, that affects how many calls I'm making 2 days from then, how many emails I'm doing 3 days down the line. Just knowing how that cascade works and upping my effort every single day really carried me through throughout the entire the competition, really just focusing on what I can do on a day-to-day basis to improve myself. And that really shone through in my quota attainment as well. And so knowing that the hard work that I put in, the little bit that I did every day, really paid off in a big way over time, it was a fantastic competition to be a part of.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, it was definitely a fun time for all of us to participate in that. And I'm glad to see you come out on top and really use that hard work as your way to get there. So great job again. So tell me, what would be something that you would tell Liam on first day of being an SDR, walking in those doors? What's something you wish you would have known that you know now?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. I feel like I've learned so much over the year and a half that I've been here. So much in sales, so much in life, so much in work ethic over the time that I've been here. I think the biggest thing for me is that I feel pretty confident in my conversations, but jumping into an SDR role is just different. Jumping into making cold calls to companies that don't expect you to call today. It's a whole new level of confidence that I wasn't accustomed to previously. And so really I would tell myself to be confident, to know that I'm not a waste of time, to know that I am here to help people. I actually just had a conversation with one of my sales representatives yesterday. He happened to run into one of his previous clients on the golf course last weekend, and that they helped them onto Jira 2 years ago, and the impact that it made to their business. They've doubled the size of their employees, they doubled the size of their business just over 2 years because Jira was the key to their success. And it's something that we don't get to hear a ton about being on the front end. We don't get to see the customer success stories over time because we kind of lose touch with those customers as we pass them on to the different parts of Deltek. And having that feedback on how impactful the work that we do can help these small and mid-sized businesses, it's a fantastic thing to be a part of. And so knowing that now, I would tell people to be more confident, to know that I'm not wasting people's time. Even conversations where they end up saying, hey, you know what, I'm not interested. just having the exposure to what other people are using in the industry, being able to refer them to a clarity report, an industry study that would help them manage their business, to measure their business against other companies. We do a lot of great work here. And so have the confidence, put yourself out there and go into every call like it's a new call.
That's a great piece of advice. I think it's definitely easy to want to be perfect the first time you call, and that's not going to happen. So it's nice to hear that you had to jump right in and really understand kind of the importance behind what we were selling to really help drive that value back to those prospects. So great job.
Thank you.
So when did everything just click for you?
Yeah, Holly, you know what? It took a little bit of time. After 3 months, I really gained the confidence to do the role on a day-to-day basis and really felt the camaraderie with my peers. But it took about a year before I found that rhythm of success, before I realized I can output the effort that I want and control what I can control to bring success in on a day-to-day basis. And that's when it really clicked for me. It was about a year.
Awesome. That's so great. I'm so glad that it all pieced together and made sense to you over the time, and that you're now up and running and doing as well as you are. So again, congratulations on an amazing month of March, and here's to you for your future. And thank you again for joining us on Clicked.
Thanks, Holly.